Subscribe to my channel Sunil's Biology Jaipur and press bell icon for updates.
Hello students. So today we are going to talk about a new topic, and that is gene therapy. See, it is a very important topic for CBSE. Many a time this question has been asked. So one question comes over there, what do you mean by gene therapy? Then we say gene therapy means treatment of defective heredity by introduction of normal, healthy and functional gene, which also silence the defective genes of an individual. In this way, the normal gene will express itself and the abnormal gene or the defective gene which is there will get silenced and will not express itself over there. So that concept is what that is called as gene therapy. Now one question comes that at what stage the gene therapy would be the best one. So the answer for this is that if we do the gene therapy at the level of early embryonic condition, that means if we do the insertion of a healthy gene in the zygote cell, then in that case the young one which will be produced by this zygote will have the normal functional gene, and in that case the disease will not express. But the limitation right now with us is the what, that we cannot stop the development of embryo at early embryonic stage. And because of this, insertion of healthy and normal gene in early embryonic stage is little bit complicated and it is not possible meanwhile. So what we have to do? We have to do the gene therapy at somatic level, means after the birth in the somatic cell we introduce the healthy gene in the cell. So meanwhile this is the possible treatment for us. Now question comes, during the gene therapy what all the steps are taken in consideration? Then remember one thing, we say that gene therapy is a collection of the methods that allows correction of a defective gene after the diagnosis in early embryonic condition, and then when the normal gene is inserted in them, then the expression would be the normal one, and in that way the defective genes can be treated. Now the question comes, meanwhile is there any example which are successfully get treated with the help of the gene therapy? Then we say yes, one of the disease which is named as SCID, severe combined immunodeficiency disease, which is caused due to the deficiency of adenosine deaminase enzyme, ADA related disease it is. The another example of the gene therapy, the cystic fibrosis, then the another example is atherosclerosis. These are the certain examples where we are doing successfully the gene therapy. But in our syllabus we have the study of the SCID, that how the severe combined immunodeficiency syndrome was get treated in a 4-year-old girl. So remember, gene therapy was first time successfully done for in a 4-year-old girl which was who was facing the problem of adenosine deaminase deficiency. Now question comes, in SCID due to the deficiency of ADA gene, what happens? Actually ADA gene is responsible for the production of ADA enzyme, adenosine deaminase enzyme, which is involved in purine metabolism. So if a person is having the abnormal ADA gene or non-functional ADA gene, in that case the abnormal enzyme or the no formation of the enzyme will be there, which affects the purine metabolism, and due to the disturbance of the purine metabolism, what happen? The T lymphocyte cells fails to function normally, and in that way the immune system of the person who is suffering from this disease will be the weak, and due to the weak immune system, what happen, the person get infected by some opportunistic diseases which usually not infect them, and the person death of the person takes place. Now the question comes, what are the possible treatments for this severe combined immunodeficiency syndrome? Remember, this is a question which is asked many a time in the CBSE. For the possible treatment, if we say, the first possible treatment is bone marrow transplantation. This is a surgical treatment in which the bone marrow is transplanted with the healthy bone marrow, but since it is a costly treatment and so many other problems are there and the success rate is also very less, so bone marrow is not successful for every person. Then the next possible treatment is what? That is the enzyme replacement therapy. In this enzyme replacement therapy, periodically the ADA enzyme is injected in the person. But again, remember one thing, periodically we have to inject the enzyme over there. So that is also not a permanent treatment. So remember, the first two approaches, the bone marrow transplantation and the enzyme replacement therapy, both these two are not the permanent treatment, or it is not a completely curative treatments. But the third treatment about which we are talking there, gene therapy, if this gene therapy could be done at the level of early embryonic condition, then I assure you that it could be a permanent treatment. But again, as we already discussed, that meanwhile it is very difficult to control the early embryonic development. It is very difficult to stop the early embryonic development for the insertion of the healthy gene, and that is why we do this treatment after the birth in the child in the somatic cells. Now question comes, what are the requirement for this and what are the steps for this process? So the major requirement for this is what? First of all, we need isolation of the desired gene. What is the desired gene? The gene which is responsible for the formation of ADA, that is the desired gene. So we isolate it. Then we amplified it by inserting this into the plasmid, and then this plasmid is inserted into the bacteria, and the transformed bacteria is formed and multiplication of it is carried out, or otherwise by the help of the PCR technique also the multiplication of the ADA gene can be done. And later on, this ADA gene is inserted into the retroviruses. Those are retroviruses which infect to the human cell. This ADA gene is inserted into them, and one more virus is required over there, and that would be called as helper retrovirus, which should not have any packaging sequences. Now the question comes here, what do you mean by the retrovirus without packaging sequence? Then remember, a virus who can transduce but cannot replicate itself, that virus will be called as a virus without packing sequence. So in that case also, what we want, actually we want that kind of the retrovirus which introduce our alien DNA or the DNA of the adenosine deaminase into the human cell, but not start replicating itself. So the retroviruses and the helper virus without packing sequence is taken up there. Now the question comes, what are the steps during the gene therapy basically? Then you can say in a very specific way, the diagram is shown here. First of all, we take the alien DNA or the desirable DNA from the healthy person, or the WBCs of the healthy person. We take this gene which is responsible for the synthesis of the ADA enzyme. Then this enzyme is introduced into the plasmid, and then rDNA is formed, and this rDNA is introduced into the E. coli bacteria, and inside the bacteria the multiplication will be carried out. Then later on, this alien DNA or this enzyme of the adenosine deaminase is isolated, this gene is isolated from there, and then it is introduced into a genetically disabled retrovirus. See, genetically disabled retrovirus means which not multiply inside the human cell. And then after what we do, we take the WBCs of the patient and we culture them in the culture medium, and we allow this retrovirus to infect the WBCs, the T cells, and in that way when this retrovirus infects to the T cells, if you see in the diagram, you can see very clearly that the cDNA, the gene for the ADA enzyme is introduced into the WBC and it get incorporated into the nucleus of the WBCs, and in that way now these WBCs would be the normal one in which the gene for the ADA enzyme is there. Now, from the culture medium, periodically these T cells are taken out, purified, and they are infused into the patient body. But remember, here also still it is not a permanent cure, because we are doing this treatment after the birth in the child, not in early embryonic condition, and we all know the T cells or the WBCs are also the mortal cells. So, after completion their lifespan they will die in this child. So, periodically from the culture medium again and again we have to purify it, we have to take the healthy WBCs and we have to infuse it into the child's body, so that in a normal way the ADA enzyme will be produced over there, purine metabolism will take place over there, and the person will have the healthy immune system, and in that way this boy can face the opportunistic diseases over there in a better way. So, that is the treatment which meanwhile is possible, and that is called as gene therapy. Now, if the question comes in the boards, you can draw this diagram and a flow chart which I am showing here on the next page. You can see this flow chart. You can take the screenshot of this flow chart. All the things are the one which I explained right now in the form of this flow chart. All the things are there. So, you can write this thing over there in the question and you will get the marks over for that. Okay. Now, about this all we discuss. So, that is all about the gene therapy. I think you all have understood the concept in a better way. If you like this presentation, please subscribe my channel and you can write in the chat box, or you can write about the other topics on which you want the videos from me. Bye.